Derek, the heavyweight landscape right now, where do you see it? Would Dillian White fighting Tyson Fury excite you?
Yes. First of all, I want to say this. What happened to Dillian? What they doing to Dillian White is not fair.
Good lad.
It's not fair. What happened was a couple of years ago, the first fight, me and Dillian, the second fight, sorry, the contract was the winner fights AJ. And then Dillian said, no, the money's not right, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to pursue the WBC. So he did that. He became manager for the WBC. And then they postponed his fight for the WBC. Realized Tyson Fury was still in the pubs drinking. Yeah. He came back, did one fight. And then he got a shot to the WBC before Dillian, while Dillian was a manager already. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And then
Dillian's had a rough deal.
He's got the roughest deal ever.
So now's his chance.
Now's his chance. But
they've got a hearing next week, and the WBC, if they don't come to some sort of agreement in the next week, I think it is, the WBC are then putting it out to purse bids.
Yeah.
And I think that was the argument originally, that the purse splits were 80-20 or something like that.
Dillian's asking for 10 million.
But let me ask you a question, right? Dillian doesn't want to accept a certain perspective, and I understand it, right? But when you fought Klitschko, did you, within reason, take what they offered? Or did you sit there and go, I want 10 million quid, I'm not the B-side of this equation, I should get what I should get?
I fought Klitschko after I fought Robert Elenius, and I won the fight with Robert Elenius, and they robbed him, point blank. Vladimir's team, K2 Promotions, said, you know what, he won the fight, let's give him an opportunity. So it was like they came to me and just gave me money. Yeah, I didn't ask for anything. They gave me money. Right. Yeah, they paid me. On top of that, paying me, with the whole thing happened with David and before the weighing and stuff like that. Yeah. They took my 100 grand off me. Never saw it.
You never saw it?
That was a fine from the WBC, 100 grand. Yeah, never saw it. They say,
is that for the incident that happened at the weighing?
Yeah, the weighing, whatever, it was 100. It was a fine, 100 grand.
Slapped him, right?
Slapped, yeah. That was the most expensive slap I ever did in my life. 100 grand, and so I think Dillian is titled to 10. Let's all be honest.
Do you?
Yes,
because that's going to be somewhere in the region of about 40%, isn't it?
Yeah. Why can they not give him 40%? He's titled to 10 million. Why is he not entitled?
But would you walk away from it? Because the argument has been that Dillian has been the architect of his own downfall. I think he's been harshly treated, but he's had opportunities to make fights and he's gone, not enough money. Yeah, but you strike me as someone that backs yourself and goes, I'll go in there and I'll win that fight and then I'll get paid when I've won it.
And behind the scenes, we heard there was a lot of manoeuvring to get White to stand aside so that Usyk would fight Tyson Fury. Now, first off, would that be fair? But second off, that would be the one people want to see, surely.
Yeah, but remember, if they're going to get step aside money, he should be asking exactly what he wants to do. He's going to fight Tyson Fury for. He wants 10 million, pay him the 10, step aside.
10 million to step aside?
Yeah. That's it. If you
I agree.
Yeah, if you want that big fight to happen, but I keep telling everybody.
Would you step aside for 10 million?
Yeah. Well, why not? I think anybody would. Yeah. It's like, okay, I want to get paid while I see my house. That's fine. I'll take a...
Will Joshua step aside if they offered him the money? Because on one hand he says no, he won't, because he's got to fight Usyk to right that particular wrong, which, by the way, wasn't a wrong. He got beat with his boots on. Or is it commercial sense? Because Joshua lives on a reputation that he's the best heavyweight. And I don't know what your view is. And I'm interested to see what your view is. I know I don't want to get into slagging other people off because it's not your game.
No, I'm not going to slag off, but the honest answer here is if they're going to pay him step aside money, it has to be big. Because remember, the rematch, him and Usyk, would be huge. Yeah. He's not going to be the 10.
Who wins that?
He's not going to. I think AJ wins that the second time. Because from when I spoke to AJ, I go to him, did you watch the fight back? He goes, oh, yeah. I'm like, he goes, I only watched 4 rounds. And I go, why? He goes, I didn't like the way I box.
You think?
Yeah, he didn't like the way he boxed. Do you understand? I'm like, what are you going to do? He goes, you will see. That's what we had to say.
But you fought Usyk.
Yeah.
Usyk, I mean, can you believe, first of all, the way Anthony fought that fight? Given the way you fought it.
Okay, Derek also showed the blueprint on how to beat Usyk.
No. Let's all be honest here. Yeah. If AJ went in there
And stuck it on him.
And boxed him. Not even stuck on him. Boxed him, moved around like how you moved around, boxed him and won the fight. You'd be saying a different story right now. You'd be saying, oh, AJ, the best fighter. You see the way he moved like Muhammad. No. But if you went in there and knocked him out, you'd have come out and say, yeah, if he didn't knock him out, he's a smaller man and this and this and this.
But Derek,
That's
that's a good point.
Let's be honest.
That's a good point.
He went in there with subconscious that he's going to box the man.
Yeah.
And he was boxing the guy. Yeah?
He was getting slaughtered.
Okay.
I was seeing far off. I was not watching. I was watching in slow motion, basically. I was seeing far off.
The only way he could lose that fight, I thought, Anthony Joshua, was to fight the way he fought.
Listen, it don't matter. He's lost, and he's going to get another payday by him sitting in his house.
And you think Joshua...
But if he ducks it, because we're talking about him ducking it, right?
Yeah.
Because the only way, surely, because actually Joshua is a cash cow, right? He prints money.
Listen, let's all
The
be
only way he
honest.
can get that is if he fights Usyk again.
No.
Otherwise, he's got
I want to correct you on that.
Go on, then.
He prints money for everybody.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not saying just for him.
Because I'll explain something to you so you understand why. I'll explain everything to your station now. When AJ, before he turned pro, nobody was selling out arenas. Even myself, maybe me and David were doing a little bit. Yeah,
David Hay.
Yeah. And when AJ came up on the scene, yeah, we had different of people were interested in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then suddenly, he sold his first show. He sold out Wembley. Wow.
But what about Froch and Groves then? I mean,
that was like 10 years ago, bro. That was and
2014.
they couldn't even do it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You understand? And then now he's put boxing on the map that everybody is interested in boxing.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I see where you're coming from,
Yeah.
Derek. Derek, Nick Pitt, big boxing fan. Jim asked Derek his prediction. If it comes about, Usyk Fury, who wins it?
Tyson Fury, man. He's a bigger man.
Yeah.
He's a bigger man, and he's he sat here. Probably when he sat down, his hands were touching the floor.
Yeah.
While he's sitting down.
I mean, you fought them both. You fought Fury twice.
Yeah.
And you fought Usyk.
Listen, Fury don't have a power punch.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what he has is got the knowledge of boxing. Yeah, he knows where to be. You know, Tyson Fury, when you box Tyson Fury, if he steps backwards, you step in forward, you're already in his range.
Yeah.
If he steps forward and you go backwards, you're still in his range because of his reach. That's it.
So you can't...
You can't run away.
So the
You can't do anything
next
with
question
that.
goes
Yeah.
on, right?
Yeah.
So that Usyk fights Joshua. You think Joshua beats him? I don't. But I'll bow to your knowledge because you've got more experience.
I'll take a bet
The
on
big
it.
question is, he fights Fury. Who wins that fight?
Who's that?
AJ Fury.
AJ Fury.
I'll go with AJ.
Really?
Yeah.
Same.
Wow.
Why, Derek?
Really?
Yeah.
You just told us what Fury's got.
Yeah. See,
Do you know, I'm glad,
AJ's power punch is unbelievable. Yeah.
His power punch, AJ.
Yeah.
So is Wilder's. And he took Wilder's.
But what you see, why would they know what to
different type
do?
of shot though. Different
So
type
how
of
would
delivery.
AJ
Dynamic,
beat
yeah.
Fury, Derek?
He's gonna
Take
have
us
to
to the
knock-
break. How would AJ beat Fury?
If AJ fights Fury, AJ has to just go on him straight away, blast him out. He can't box him. If he boxes him, we lose the fight. He has to fight him. If you give Fury time on the ball, you're in trouble.
So AJ from the word go, blast him out, and you think AJ is capable of blasting out Fury?
Yeah, why not? He's blasted all his 22 opponents before. Why can't he
You've
do
been
it?
in the ring with both of them. You sparred AJ hundreds of rounds. You've been in the ring with Fury. You think AJ's got the boxing capability to catch Fury?
No, he's not going to practice on boxing anymore.
No. I'm saying if he takes it out there,
It's a
takes the
fight.
heat to
It's
him
a
straight
It's a
in there.
fight. You
It's
know
a
what?
fight, yeah.
It's
The
a
only
gunfight.
person who boxes in this game is Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rest of the rest boxers should
Do you
just
not
be
think
fine.
that Anthony Joshua's a bit of a flat track bully that's beaten fighters when they don't put it back on him? When he gets put back on him, when Dillian put him back on him, if Dillian had been a bit more experienced, he'd have beaten AJ in that fight.
No,
and
but
when Klitschko fought him, Klitschko gassed.
Hold on.
Go on.
It's not about he got gassed. Yeah.
Klitschko gassed in that fight.
Even AJ gassed in that fight. AJ gassed in
But
Klitschko
Klitschko 5 years earlier would have put him away.
No, but you're missing the point.
Go on.
He knocked him out. He got lights out.
Yeah,
Klitschko
true.
dropped him. Yeah, I was watching that on my daughter's birthday.
But
at
was
my
he a
house.
live one, Derek? Was he a real one? When
No,
he gets,
so
he
when
fights
you
a
get
real
in
one,
the
he fights
ring, when you
Ruiz,
get in
Ruiz
the
beats
ring,
him.
when you get in the ring, you should know what you're selling. You're still opponent. You're
Yeah.
going in there to fight. You're not
Yeah.
getting in the ring because you're
have a
old.
tickling competition, yeah.
You know, if I was fighting Jim right now, I'm not gonna take it easy on him because of his age. I'm gonna go blast him. Do you understand?